Hey guys, what's up? It's me guys coming back in again with another YouTube video. And it's almost a new year again. I honestly didn't think that 2019 would be better than 2018, which it was. And don't get me wrong, 2018 was literally one of the best years of my life, but 2019 went above also. So yeah, it was a really good year like last year. This year was filled with so much joy and so much friendship and family and stuff like that, which I had to reconnect with a lot of my friends from last year and also meet some new really good friends this year. And I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to meet some more people and also to be with my friends again because I love them so much. And who would have thought that people you literally met like a little while ago and that have impacted your impact your whatever impacts your year so much, and they're like so special to you, and they become family in like a few short months. And when you see them, you just get so happy and you just go like, it's hard to explain. As a lot of you might know if you follow me on Snapchat, which if you haven't, it's right here. I don't know why you haven't, but yeah, follow me. I post a lot on there, and it's not really for you guys' entertainment. It's really just for me to go back because I love seeing this a year ago from today, or like, you know, just like looking through all the Snap memories, which is really sweet. I really like doing that. So if I get annoyed, just leave me then, because I just love doing that. But as you can tell from my Snapchat, I went to went traveling a lot this year, which isn't like, you know, a lot, like a lot of people like traveling around the world and stuff like that, which that would be a lot of fun to do. I would love to do that. But I did do a lot of traveling this year. I went to, how many states? I went to 6 states this year for camp and other stuff, which was a lot of fun. And then, actually, it was 7 states. It was 7 states, yeah, because I went to decision days. And so I went to, yeah, that was a lot. But the thing is, this isn't just the end of the year, it's the end of the decade. The decade, guys. This is blows my mind. It's so crazy. But since it's the end of the decade, I wanted to talk a little bit about the things that have happened throughout the decade, which, yes, I don't remember a lot, but I mean, like, at the beginning of this decade, I was 8 years old. I'm 18 now, obviously. And at the beginning of this decade, I literally can only remember, like, bits and pieces of things. Like, it was 2019, which, 2019 right now. It was 2009 for the beginning of the decade, which 2009 I went to camp in Missouri, my first ever camp that I ever went to. Like outside of my house, like my state, out of my state was my first camp I ever went to. And I went to Missouri to Camp Paniah, which was a lot of fun. I had so much fun. Just, you know, getting closer to God and having fun with my friends, which was, it was a little scary, but it was a lot of fun. I went to the same camp in 2010, 2011, I was 12 and, no, I was 10. 2011, I was 10, and I went to my first time at Camp Soik, Southern Ohio Youth Camp, which is my favorite camp. To this day, we go every year except for we have missed 1 or 2 years, which, you know, it happens. But that is literally the camp I look forward to every year going in the summer. It's literally my favorite camp. It has, like, it's so fun. We have games. We have pretty good food. It's just fun being out in the, well, not really like the wilderness, but like being in the cabins and like just getting off your phones and just hanging out, getting closer to God, getting closer to friends, just having a friendship. It was just so much fun. So that was the first year I went there. In 2012, I went to Soik. 2013, I went to Soik. 2014, we went to Soik and also Arkansas. Well, actually, I can't tell if 2013 or 2014, I went to Arkansas my first time. It was called the Dream Trip. which was right before summer, and we went for the end of the school year, which it was so much fun. We climbed on top of Mount Sugarloaf, I think it was called, Mountain Sugarloaf, something like that. But it was like really, really scary, but it was really fun. And then 2015, I was in my first ever play, State Fair, which is at Urbandale Community Theater, which was really fun. It was such a good experience. I also, that was in the summer, but then that school year in like November is when it started, but I don't know when I started practice, I forgot. But during that school year, I was in another play, High School Musical, at Des Moines Young Artist Theater, which was really fun. It was really scary at first because none of my family was in it, none of my friends were in it, but I actually ended up making some friends, and it was really cool. But fun fact about that was the first 2 weeks, I didn't really talk to anybody unless they, like, needed me to talk to them, but, like, I literally was just there, you know, I would sing, I would do whatever I needed to do, but I wasn't, like, there, like, I didn't talk to anybody. And then finally, when I started talking to my friends that I became friends with, they actually told me when they first saw me, they thought I was an emo girl that, like, didn't talk to anybody. They thought I was goth. It was really funny. I was like, what? Because, like, yeah, I do, like, emo stuff-ish, like, but I'm, like, actually really talkative and stuff. I just didn't know anybody there, so, like, you know. So for 2016, I don't remember a lot of stuff that happened, but we did go to Oklahoma, which, yeah, that's why I literally had Oklahoma written down for one of the places I've been to for the past decade.
Pictures, I have a few pictures.
I have a few pictures too from Snapchat. But, like, yeah, I literally, because I've been to 13 states in the past decade.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, altogether, I've been to 13 states, like, Wisconsin and all that. But, like, Oklahoma, I knew I went somewhere there. We went to a old friend of ours wedding in Oklahoma, which that was a lot of fun. We went to the Precious Moments Museum there, and that's what we did in 2016, so at least I have something. 2017, we went to Soik. It was the 50th anniversary of Soik, so that was, like, such a big deal, and it was so much fun. We also went to Arkansas again, but it wasn't, like, the dream trip. It was just, like, Arkansas for a week, which was really fun because we actually slept in tents, outdoors. We went swimming every day. We went to the lake. The lake. I can't even. The lake. What happens at the lake? As I'm doing this, I got a notification on Snapchat from my friend who was in the story from the lake. It was so funny. What happens at the lake stays at the lake. I can't. Literally. It's so funny. Back to what I was saying. So Arkansas was really fun. Eating outdoors, swimming outdoors, sleeping outdoors, just all that in general was just really fun. 2018, which you already know from my 2018 video, which if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Link will be down below. But I started my first ever job at Adventureland, as you guys know, and I met a lot of amazing people, and they became, like, family to me, and, like, at first I was, like, so scared, but then I started talking to them, and it was a blast. I met so many friends. Like, if I don't say your name, like, don't get offended if you're watching this, but, like, I became really close friends to Justin, Tristan, Caleb, Cole, Austin, a bunch of the managers, like Gavin, Morgan, Libby, Alex, and then Alex, my other friend too, and then Amanda. I can't really think of anybody else, but those were, like, my really close friends from the 2018, and my family went to House on the Rock also, and it was a lot of fun. We try to do that, like, every 2 or 3 years, which is really fun because it's just, like, this big house that was made on a rock, and then they made a museum around it, and it's really fun to walk through that and see all that. House on the Rock Inn is really fun too. And then just, like, hanging out with my friends was a lot of fun, and, like, yeah. Also in 2018, I graduated, which was pretty cool, you know, graduating, being done with school. 2019, though. I tried to remember as much as I could, but there was so much stuff that happened in 2019. At first, I went to Missouri for decision days, which was a lot of fun. We had an all-nighter. We had like a little look into the college life, which was really crazy, and I did not like waking up at 6 in the morning. But, yeah, that was a lot of fun going to Missouri for like, it was spring break, and we went there for like 4 days or something like that, which was a lot of fun. We were really tired too. And then, I started at Eventually again, which was in April or May or something like that. But I went to Eventually again. I went there again, which I met a few new people this year, like Kira. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And then Brooklyn and Conrad. Like, how could you not like Conrad? He was pretty cool. I almost said he was pretty bad again. Oh my god, I'm dumb. But he's just he was a really cool person. He was really fun to hang out with, and like, just in general, he was really funny. And I don't know if I met anyone else. Jordan, my friend Jordan, she's so sweet. I love her. She's so funny and awesome. Like, I loved working with her. Like, she was literally like at the same sarcastic level as me, and I love that because a lot of people don't get sarcasm, which I find like it was just, I love Jordan. She's so awesome. Just had all my other friends again, and we hung out again. I forgot about Katie. Katie was from 2018 also. That was my friend. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. But, yeah, she was a really good friend of mine, and then she went back for a little bit this year. So after Adventureland, well, in the middle of summer, we went to Soik again, which at first we actually left earlier this year than we normally do, and we went to the Ark Encounter, which was super fun. It was amazing. Like, I'm sure some of these pictures you're gonna see you have seen before, but like, it was just, the Ark Encounter was literally like the coolest thing to see, like back when like Noah, the Ark, and all that. It was just really awesome to see. And then the next day we went to the Creation Museum, seeing how God created the earth and stuff like that, which was so like mind-blowing. Those two things were such amazing experiences, and I'm so glad the youth got to experience that together, how we did fundraisers and stuff and ended up being able to go to that. And then after that, we ended up going to Soik like a day early, and we went to the church in Ohio, ALT, which is actually really cool. Like, I love their church. It's like so sweet, and they're also like nice and stuff. They're like really nice. Like, people are like so nice. I can't even describe it. But and then camp started, and we were at camp for a whole week there. And then we went to, well, the Creation Museum and the Ark were actually in Kentucky, which was really close to Ohio, but then in Ohio was camp. And then after camp, after the week we were at camp, which was literally a blast doing all those games and all that stuff. And then after that, me and my cousins and my siblings stayed with our aunt in Ohio, and we went to, not that day, but that day we went to a mall that actually had a freaking Disney store in it, which was so cool, and I spent too much money there, but it was literally, it was so cool. And then it had a Lego store in there, and like just, it was a really cool mall. And then the next day we went to Kids Island, which was a lot of fun. We didn't ride as much rides as we thought we would do. We kind of spent a lot of time in the arcade, which is really fun, but we went on quite a few rides that were fun. I went on a few kid rides too with the kids, because they have a really cool kid place. And then we went to, the next day, we went to the Ohio Zoo, which was actually really cool. They had some cool stuff. They had a freaking sloth. They had like zebras, sloths, and like so many different animals that we don't have at our zoo, which I'm jealous. But it was like such a fun experience. I was in Ohio / Kentucky for 2 weeks. When I came back at work, some new people who were there, because sometimes people come like throughout the year, some new people were like, do you know how to work this game? And I was like, yeah, I went to last year. I was just gone for 2 weeks, you know. So also this year, I went to the fair with my youth, which not all my youth, but like with some of my friends, and I was there for 11 hours. That was ridiculous. But like we were there, and me and my friend Hosanna were hanging out. And then eventually we met up with Ethan, my cousin friend, that a lot of people think I'm dating him. This isn't Alabama, okay? But I'm not dating him. Anyways, and then our other friends came later, which I was there for a total of 11 hours, but it was practically worth it when we went on rides and stuff like that, because I actually got them to go on like roller coasters and stuff, which was fun. Speaking of roller coasters at the fair, literally in 2018, though, I know this is 2019, but like 2018, I got my friends Justin and Caleb and Cole to go on the Crazy Mouse, because it's a tradition to go on the Crazy Mouse, and we went on it, and Justin was so scared. It was so funny. I don't know if I even told that story before, but it was the funniest thing ever. We go down and he goes, "Oh crap," and he like screams down the hill, and he's like so scared, because he's like eventually rides up there like all year, but like the fair ride's only up for like a month and stuff. But it was so funny. I was literally laughing so hard it hurt. But anyways, back to 2019. We also had kids camp again, like we normally do, but every once in a while we haven't had it because like the church would flood or something like that. But anyways, kids camp was actually a lot of fun this year. We did a lot of fun stuff. We went swimming, and yeah, that was fun. What happened? I also turned 18 this year. I'm an adult. I'm old, so that happened. What else happened this year? Oh, this year in November, December, well, beginning of December, I helped backstage at the Playhouse with A Christmas Story, the musical, which at first I was so scared, but then after doing it, I was like, this is so much fun. Like, it was such a blast. Like, I was helping with the quick changes because, like, all the boys needed to, like, hurry up and, like, change their shirts, that which, like, Velcro and stuff like that. Like, only that. But then we also had to help Ralphie change into his bodysuit, which actually took quite a while, but then we actually ended up perfecting it. We were all like so good at it. My sister helped backstage also, which was fun. We kind of went back and forth so that we would both be able to do the play, watch the play. And we also had a play at my church, which was made it even like crazier. And then we also had a play at our work, which Shelby was directing it, but I, saw it, so I was there. But then, but like the one at the play, at the church, I was in it, and I had to sing in it, and I wasn't like the best that I'd done, but like in my defense, I was like sort of sick. But anyways, it was so much fun working backstage, and it was like such a blast. Like, it was such a good opportunity, and I would like to do it again sometime, but only for like a family show, because I feel like just working with adults wouldn't be as fun, because like they already know how to quick change and all that. Well, I don't want to like help with quick change, just like something backstage was fun. I also want to do one place because I haven't done any in a while, which would be a lot of fun, but I'm just too scared. But like, whatever. But yeah, and then I think that's kind of all that happened this year. All that happened. But like, I did a lot of stuff this year. So that's all the stuff that's happened in this decade and this year. I know it's a lot of stuff to think about and a lot of stuff that I've done. And I hope that this next year, 2020, is going to be even better and even like just awesomer and like so much cool, because I know we could do it, because it's going to be so awesome as long as I got my friends, my family. We got this, right, Gabby? Yeah, that's my sister. But anyways, yep, 2019's almost over, and then it's gonna be 2020, which I'm gonna be hanging out with my friends tonight, like last year. And then it's also gonna be a new decade, so I hope this decade is even better than the next. I'm gonna get older in this decade, but it's fine, Yeah, I hope it's better than last decade. Well, I mean, even though last decade was really good, but you know what? Okay, you know what I mean. Anyways, I hope y'all like this video. Please give it a like, comment down below. If you're watching this video, you're my friend, and you want to say anything that you had fun with these past years with me, just put it down in the comments below, or say hi, or anything. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know when I post, and I will see you all next year. Love you. Bye.